Postal services around the world are suspending shipments to the U.S. this week due to confusion over tariffs. The Trump administration is closing a loophole that allowed goods worth up to $800 to enter the U.S. duty-free. But this Friday, that workaround is coming to an end. So that means packages worth more than $100 will face the same tariffs as more expensive goods. Now, countries suspending shipments include the U.K., Germany, Italy, France, and Denmark, among others. They say service is being paused due to uncertainty over what kinds of goods the new rules apply to and the lack of time to process the impact. I think this is kind of interesting because you're sort of seeing the fallout in a different way. It's not just maybe consumers are paying more, but now they may not get their packages because there's just a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today there is a breaking news, guys. I'm telling you, countries are no longer shipping packages to the United States. Oh my God. And Americans are furious. Imagine. This is very big, crazy enough. This is very shocked. My guy. Because they didn't think this could ever happen. Exactly. Let's react and break it down. What really means. And remember to watch video till the end. I will be back in a while.
That means people are not getting their packages until they figure out who gonna pay the bill and where that money gonna come from. These are those countries right now. So what does that mean for you? Higher product costs, slower shipping, and some of your products may not even get to its destination. So as somebody who's also a creator from the TikTok Shop program and somebody who make money on TikTok Shop, I thought about it and I said, what are some of the solutions that we can do to make sure our money doesn't slow up? And the first one, which is the most obvious, is partner with US suppliers. Partner with TikTok shops that's in the US that are shipping locally, because that way, you know, your packages won't get slowed up because it's a domestic shipping. If you're on the TikTok shop end, where you're a TikTok shop outsourcer, you may have to start ordering your products in bulk instead of the onesie twosies or the small packages. Number 3, keep it a buck. Tell your buyers, tell your customers exactly what it is. Tell them what's going on, tell them the laws, tell them the rules, and tell them they may see some price increase and it's not your fault, it's because of the taxes. And solution number 4, which is one of my favorite, this may be the perfect opportunity for you to start diversifying your income and getting into digital products. Because you know what the best part about digital products is? There's no shipping. Everything gets sent to your email. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, this may be within the next 24 to 48 hours. This rule came into effect. So personally, I think it's about to shake everything up for creators and sellers. But let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think this is going to affect people's money on TikTok Shop? Or do you think it's going to affect people's money when it comes to a TikTok Shop for creators? Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
This is breaking news. De minimis has gone into effect in regards to tariffs. That means that anything under $800 going into the U.S. is being taxed. This is about to crush small businesses. This is about to just crush our entire global sourcing, to be honest. And if y'all didn't know, 33 countries just stopped shipping to the United States. I don't know why this is not national news. Some of you all asked in regards to sourcing from China. Right now, shipping is going as scheduled. However, due to de minimis, any orders under 800, they are going to be taxed. But U.S. citizens, if you didn't know, go check the news today.
Can we talk about how the rest of the world just stopped shipping packages to the United States? I had a friend from Europe send me a small package and it got returned to them, which we found weird at the time, but now the news has come out that basically all of Europe is halting shipping packages to the US. I guess the reason being, if it was a small enough package, there was an exemption to the tariffs, but that deadline passed, so now that exemption is no longer in place. So basically all small packages like small businesses or gifts or anything like that, the tariffs are now in place for these things. But I think the real problem is nobody knows how to navigate the tariffs. Again, I'm not an expert on this, but from what I understand is that none of the other post offices from around the world know what the heck to do because there isn't like a clear framework. All the while here in the US, we can't get packages from small businesses outside of the US now. or gifts from people like relatives or anything like that. How is this a good thing? Who does this help? I think we're just cut off from the rest of the world now, unless we're buying from a big company. Hopefully it's just temporary and it gets resolved, but this is really weird. Things just feel off. The vibes are off, right? Am I alone in this? It increasingly feels like we're an island in the middle of this continent now, just like cut off from the rest of the world, but not all at once, like just a little bit more and more each day. It's an icky feeling, and I don't like it. This feels like huge news to me, and it feels like no one's really talking about it, so just curious why that is. I mean, isn't this like a huge deal?
And so far, 30 plus countries have stopped shipping to the United States of America because of tariffs. It is simply too complex of an issue for them to deal with. It is too fluid, it's too changing. So another bad result of tariffs is you're not going to get letters, you're not going to get packages from these 30 countries. Expect this to expand. The simple accounting and logistics is not worth their time. If you did not know, we are paying tariffs for the first time since 1910, and we are paying anywhere from 10% tariff all the way up to 147% tariff. These tariffs are going to be devastating to inflation and U.S. consumers, businesses, and our economy overall. Tariffs will cause inflation. They are already doing so. Adding a tax that consumers have to pay is going to raise all of your costs. People were already strapped. Please get your finances in order.
Anyways, guys, first of all, imagine ordering something online and waiting for it, and then hearing it's not coming. Oh no, because your country is cut off. Oh my God, this is very shocked. And that's what's happening right now. This shows how American depends on the other country for product. Exactly. From clothes, from electronic to the basic supplies. Imagine that, guys. Most things are not made in America anymore. This is very understandable. And for now, people are realizing if the rest of the world stops sending package, life in the US gets harder. Oh my God. Exactly. It's not just about Amazon or not online shopping. It's all about whole supply chain. This is very understandable. And honestly, this is why some countries feel they can pressure the US because they know America needs them for product or for commodity or for goods. This is very understandable because America need other country for goods and service and commodities and whatever. This should be a wake-up call instead of being angry, and maybe America should think about producing more at home. Yep. And being less dependent. Exactly. And respecting trade partners. People are furious because they are used to getting what they want fast. Exactly. But for now, they are facing some delays, some shorting, some shortage, few commodities, and high price. That frustration is real. So, what do I think? This is bigger than shipping. It's all about power, respect, and global relationship. When you lose trust with other countries, this is what happens. Exactly. Trust is very interesting. Americans being mad is understandable, but maybe this is also a lesson. Exactly. You can't always take the world for granted. And what do you think? Guys, what's on your minds? Is this temporary for the start of something bigger? Very good question or interesting question. Let me know in the comments and don't forget to hit subscribe buttons. See you in the next one. Bye bye.